When I go grocery shopping, I usually try to make it a full morning of shopping. That's because in my usual lineup, I go to 3 grocery stores, which seems like a lot in a day, but I promise you they all have their own purposes. The first place I get my groceries is Costco. Now, I don't go to Costco every week. That would be a little insane. I shop there at least once a month. Essentially, it's restocking my favorites like proteins, salmon, shrimp. I get tofu, which is not a freezer item, but it refrigerates for a long time. Huge thing if you are someone who lives alone or you don't cook for a bunch of people, you have to utilize your freezer. Check out their baked items and sliced bread. Breads freeze so well. And things like the croissants, Costco croissants, if you know, you know. I love the bags of frozen veggies like my broccoli. This medley of fire roasted veggies, I tried it out a few months ago and it really saves you all that effort of seasoning and chopping things up. Lastly, rice. If you're Asian like I am, you're probably consuming a lot of it. These bags will still last you months. Costco may not seem like a great investment. I am actually on my mom's plan. She added me as a family member, but I think even if I weren't, I would get my own Costco membership at this point because I use it so much. But this morning, we are at HMart. For those of you who are unfamiliar or may not have an HMart in your area, this is a Korean grocery store. It has a lot of Asian foods. I find that Asian grocery stores tend to have cheaper produce than the American ones. So when I go grocery shopping, it's always my first stop. So let's go grocery shopping. As many things as I usually do at HMart. I think it's because I came on the weekend and I usually come on the weekdays when they're freshly stocked. So I need to pick up a few more produce items here. Ooh. I've been talking so much about what's in my freezer that I thought may as well show you what I currently have in here. Here are all of my frozen veggies and fruits. Just stocked up on a big bag of broccoli. I love popping these in the air fryer for a quick roasted veggie that can go along with any type of dinner. This vegetable medley that I already showed you, it goes so well with eggs for a breakfast omelet. I always try to keep a bag of frozen berries. It's usually the strawberries or the 3-mix berry blend. These are for my morning smoothies, another really quick thing that you can make without much thought. I've started buying blocks of cheese from the store and grating them. Then I portion them out into 2-ounce amounts. That way they can store in the freezer for as long as I need them. When I want to cook, bring it down to the fridge and let it defrost a little. Because it's grated already, it defrosts really fast. Sometimes I can cook with it straight out the freezer. Speaking of breads, I have quite the lineup on the door. Most breads don't last super long out on the counter, so I highly recommend slicing it beforehand and then sticking it in the freezer. You can easily pull apart the frozen slices and defrost them in the oven. If you find yourself stuck with vegetables that are about to go bad, they're starting to wrinkle, getting a little bit soft, I highly recommend roasting them. Not only does it extend their life a little longer, but it's the perfect thing to make when you're working from home, or if you come back home from work and you want to take a quick shower. This is something that can be cooked passively. Sandwiches have to be my go-to lunch. They're so versatile and you can actually keep the ingredients that go into it for quite a long time. They may seem similar to things like salads, which requires a lot of work. You have to cut and prepare all the fresh veggies that go into it. But sandwiches, you can really get creative with the filling, and I like to use a lot of canned foods. Canned tuna, canned salmon, combined with a little bit of mayo and you've got a quick salad. I've even made mashes with chickpeas as a good vegan alternative. My favorite's peanut butter. I don't eat PB&J a lot anymore, but I lived off of these in college. Helpful tip to make sure the bread doesn't get soggy is to layer the peanut butter on both sides of the bread and have the jam in the middle.
And connected devices. Spectrum News, your community connection.
They're superheroes.
I've got state championships and
I'm very fortunate that I have the time and energy most days of the week to actually cook something from scratch. That comes with dinner. For breakfast and lunch, I'm usually putting together stuff. While I wouldn't consider it meal prep, there is some preparation I need to do to set myself up for a successful week ahead. My mom actually made this for me last time I was visiting, and it was so good that I had to ask her for the recipe. A great way to subtly flavor your rice is to use chicken stock to cook it instead of water. so good. Good passive meal. I definitely will try it with the Chinese. Yeah, with the sausage next time.